Actually right now, I'm quite happy to, I love going to the range and hitting golf balls and still, you know, it's enjoyable doing everything right. Do a little bit of everything, it's lovely. I go and play a few holes. I love to go and hashtag play 9. Go play 9. That's plenty. And, oh, here we go. This is all right. This will be fun. Down off the right. If you hit it up the right of the green, you should get on it. Should be good, right? Pay attention. See if I can do this right. Why not? Oh, hello. Aha. Better keep that camera running. That might be a 1 if it stays on the green. I think I made a 1, Fanny. It was 6 foot right of the flag, unless you put the flag in some crazy spot.
No, it's in the perfect spot. Nice one.
Right. I did actually. You know, when you really lose it. Well, it was 2 times. Really, I found it very difficult the last few years, from like the early 2000s, very early 2000s, end of 99, I really kind of lost my confidence and everything. And then you battle on for a couple of years, which was tough, very tough, you know, to accept that you can't do it. You can play like Nick Faldo could play. And then you know, that's when actually TV started, which came along in, you know, I did a little bit at the Ryder Cup in '02 at the Belfry. Oh, and yeah, at the Belfry, and a little bit more at the K Club. I did, I think, and then I did an event. Well, then I did a Troon Open. I ran to the TV tower. Well, I was asked if I was interested at the weekend. I just missed the cut. I went up there and did 8-hour days with 20-minute break and loved it. And obviously they liked me. That was ABC days. They then threw a contract at us to start in 2005. We did 2 years. Then ABC pulled out of sport, and then that's when the Golf Channel kicked in. The Golf Channel came along, and then CBS. I was offered a job with Jim Nantz, the 18th tower at CBS, which is the best gig in town, and or in golf. So that's where I've been. And then finally, when I went to TV Tower, I made one rule. I said, you're not going to sit up here and wish you were out there. So that worked. And then within a year of one season, I thought, wow, I could do that. I could go to a golf course on a Sunday with the intentions of winning, and all those silly little things that's got to click, or whatever it is, I could go and play to win. So then I was lucky, and I found the word gratitude. It hit me. I thought, wow, I'm really grateful that I had that ability, you know, the hands, head and the heart to play this game. And then I was all right after that. And I was fine, and I realized that, well, you know, I had no time, and I'm very grateful. I could go, as I say, I could go to a golf course on a Sunday I had the intention and I had the bottle to go and play to win. So that was pretty darn cool. Holy smokes, how am I going to two-putt this? You know, Faldo goes to the Champions Tour and he wins. People say, well, so what? You're meant to. And if you don't, you're going to feel that. But then TV clicked in. And the wackiest thing was, when I was kind of making that decision, I was in Thailand. And for a laugh, down the temples, you know, I went to one of those, you know, they read your horoscope thing. And I mean, that guy wouldn't know me from a hole in the wall, would he? Obviously, 100%, never. I'm a human being, that's all he knew about me. In sport for 29 years, you're now going into entertainment. And I went, who's looking? Where do you get that one from, mate? And I thought, okay, that was, if it's written in the if it's written in the scripts in a Bangkok hotel temple, then there you go. It was obviously meant to be. So I headed to the TV tower. And I've been enjoying it out there. I've been up there 13 seasons now. Amazing. I am now. Yeah, to be honest, you know, so I'll tell you. So I played St Andrews, which was the 10, wasn't it? Well, that's 8 years ago. Wow. Played that Open and hated it because I couldn't do anything right. You know, I'm out there in a 40-mile-an-hour gale, so that didn't help, but I couldn't do anything. I walked off there and I thought, well, that might be it. And it was it for a couple of years. I really wasn't interested. You know, next year I played 12 rounds of golf in a whole year, that sort of thing. And then I knew the Open was coming up at Muirfield. And I thought, and I was in my gym at home, it was in May, and I thought, oh, that's going to be the last chance I can walk up a fairway as an Open champion at Muirfield. I thought, you know, you've got to do it. You can't pass it up. I can walk down that last and wave goodbye to Muirfield. Well, I wasn't there twice. So how? And I'd just done a piece for. It's funny. I'd done a piece for Glenmorangie, and they said, "So, what's your favourite golf course and all that sort of thing?" And he went, "Oh, you know, mixture of Pebble Beach and Augusta and a bit of Scotland thrown in. Get me? Da 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 da." And they said, "So, what's your most memorable place?" And I thought, "Oh, well, 18th green at Muirfield has to be. I mean, I won 2 Opens there. I mean, that's pretty darn special." And then that made me realise all that mixed together. I thought, "Oh, come on, you got to go and play." So I geared up, and I loved it. And I was really, imagine I walked to the first tee without hitting the first time we've had in a tee shot competitive for 3 years. Oh, that's a good one. You know, got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all fine, and Thursday morning you're walking to, you think, I haven't done this for 3 years. And they were coming to me in America. I was at 9 o'clock tea time, and they went to 4 o'clock in the morning. Mike Tirica was, because he was there, because you've got the opening tee shot to open the show. I'm thinking, oh, great, this is me. So back to, you know, what can I do? Anyway, so I played with Watson and Couples. I played nearly as good as them. You know, bits of bobs weren't as good. But I thought, okay, all right, you can still play. So then I got interested again. So I played a little bit more for the next couple, tried to squeeze it in. And then now it's equally more frustrating because, you know, I haven't done enough that, you know, these Champion Tour guys are not given credit for how well they play. Those golf courses are real, the par threes are scary. They shoot 5 under. If you do want to win, you've got to shoot 5 under every round. And it's not a pushover. It's not like pitch and putt. They play decent holes and what have you. And so I'm really flat, deflated that I couldn't do it. I tried. I thought I made it a decent effort. I had a good attitude and I couldn't do it. So I'm, you know, a bit flat about that. But, you know, I thought, okay, fine. Back to TV, back to family, and back to messing around. But, you know, I still have to keep fit with golf. I call it cardio golf. I go down there and thrash balls as hard as I can for, you know. I even, here's a cool one. A fun thing is to I put my gym outfit on, take my 5-iron, 3 balls, and throw them on the first tee, you know, on the bank, you know, on the side hill of the bank, and thrash 3 5-irons as fast as you can, walk after as hard as you can, knock them in the rough, whack them again to the green, chip and putt a little bit, you know, with a 5-iron. I did 9 holes like that. I tell you what, you're soaked. You know, that's a good workout, physical and everything. You learn a little bit of it. So anyway, I'm trying to play golf for fun, which was never a Faldo word, fun. Maybe enjoyed it or enjoyed the challenge, but never played for fun. Yeah, I mean now but again it's tough because I can hit balls on the range. I can do anything with it, fades and draws, and then because you then go to the golf course and you hit a 7-iron. I did the other day. I hit a 7-iron over there, and I'm like, I'd have given up if I did that as a pro. You know, fucking my day. That would have been it. Never hit it crooked like that. And you're like, oh, where'd that come from? Then you chop. So sometimes it's hard work. All right, I'm going to give you a tip. So when you've got a putt like this, how hard you hit this. So bottom line is, well, let's just cheat a bit to make it really, so we don't have to deal with everything. How do we hit this putt? This is a long putt. This is 20 yards of putt. How hard do you hit it? I haven't got a clue. I don't think anybody has. Maybe the guys who play every day, but if we are not playing all the time, you look at that, there's an awful lot to calculate there, how I want to get it close. So here's my little formula. I know when I go and putt, if I move my thumb back 2 inches through 2 inches, the ball on a flat green, on a regular speed, will go 5 yards. And then 3-3 will go 7, and 4-4 will go 9. Get me? 5-5 goes 11. So let me show you how you calculate this. So knowing that, watch, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 2, that's a 3, that's a 4, that's a 5, that's a 6, so maybe it's do one, that's a 7. So if I hit 7, 7, I'm going to get here with a bit of pace. So then I start thinking, well, that could be a 8, that's a 9, and this is all down to 10. So I could come back here and think, no, so again you calculate, what did I say, 7 to the top, because it's uphill, 7 was over the hill. So 7, 7 would get me to the top of the hill, because I had one for going uphill, and obviously you take off 1 or 2 going downhill. So 7, 7 will get me to the top of that hill, and as I was saying, 8, 8, down 9, 9, so 10, 10. I'm guessing 10, 10. So we've got a huge break, it's going to go woo like this. So I then come here and think, if I send this thumb back, well, I might have to go cack-handed for this one, claw, 10, so that thing's going to move 10, 10. Doesn't matter if it isn't, but in my mind, that's my power, 10, 10. So let's try it. So we've got to aim a good 5 feet right. I'm going to try and swing my finger over 10, 10, 10, 10. 4 feet, get me? First go. One take one. So you would, obviously you take that for a guess, for your guess at that, because you've got a system, and I believe rather than walking up and going, I have no idea, so you're just guessing. So what do you learn from a guess? You guessed wrong, that's all you're going to know. You either guessed right or guessed wrong. So at least I learned from that, well, I did it right. My little calculations were really good. And what we're saying, little left half, back to what we were talking about earlier on. Watch the, line it up, watch the thumb. And it's a birdie. Ha! There it is. Well, probably the toughest putt I ever had was that Ryder Cup one. You know, that one to tie. 95, that 4-footer. Because if I'd missed it, I'd have got a power lip out and it would have gone forever. And I'd be putting again. So that was a little, that was right on the limit of, and then got the rest of the team watching. And that flipped the whole Ryder Cup. So that one was a belter. That was suck it up time. Well, you just, if you're driving down, if you've got your hands on the wheel of a car and you go down the road going, don't hit that tree and don't hit that sign. You know, turn left at the corner when the corner's turning right. What do you think is going to happen? So, same thing with golf. I mean, if you stand there and think, oh, don't miss it, what do you see? Don't miss, you know, don't leave it short. Where's the ball? Don't miss it. What do you see? So you have to stand up, and that's the time when you have to see everything. You've got to believe everything's perfect. You've read it perfect. You know your stroke's going to be perfect. You know you can control your whole nerve, your whole breathing's got to be perfect. You give it a, and it's gone. So that's the time when that's your 1,001 hours of practicing 4-footers with a downhill left to right, thinking, oh, this might be to win one day.